for me, we had some goals in mind as far as traveling and waiting a period of time before we started our family. So I thought that when we were done with that, we would just pull the trigger and we would just have a baby. It wasn't so easy. Once we decided to try to conceive, we ended up having 3 miscarriages. And at that point, we decided that we needed to ask for help. When I first went to the appointment, I was feeling very hopeless. I felt very just battered and beaten down, and felt like I was kind of in the struggle alone, and that there really wasn't any hope for us to have children. And when I spoke with our doctor at CCRM, she really gave us the hope that we needed. The whole journey was very challenging, but the lowest point was actually at the point of my second miscarriage. Before we sought treatment, I really spiraled into a very, very deep depression, and I felt alone. I felt like everybody else was successful except for me, and I actually became suicidal as a result of it. I was really doing it all alone. I think I was like many women who were just hiding their pain and hiding the shame of infertility, the perceived shame of it. And I really wasn't reaching out and telling my story to other people. And a part of that really made it isolating, because other people also weren't sharing with me. So I think that was probably my lowest point. I was able to get assistance by the suicide hotline, and able to find some support groups like MEND, which helped with pregnancy loss support, and connected with some other women who had gone through infertility. And eventually I found some friends who were also going through IVF as well, and began to feel a little bit more supported in that way too. Yeah, so the Black community really isn't very visible in a lot of these infertility spaces. And as a result, I did not, for a long time, connect with anybody who looked like me, who was going through infertility, going through pregnancy loss, and the reproductive issues that I was going through. And it made me feel very isolated. So it's very challenging and disheartening knowing that while going through my infertility journey. But luckily I was able to connect with some other women of color, and I was also able to share my story, which allowed for more connections. And I started my Instagram and my YouTube channel, My Black IVF Story, as a result of that.
Every time I see them, I just think about, the process that we went through, and in the end, how, in the end, it was all worth it. So all the struggles that we went through, all the sacrifices, all the, I guess the emotional pain, in the end, it was all worth it, especially when you see them smile, especially when you watch them sleep. It just, shows that, if you work hard and you just believe in something, it'll work out in the end.
When I look at my kids today, I just think, wow, just look at everything that we've gone through to get here, and just the fact that we didn't give up, and we have these two amazing children to show for it. And I couldn't be any happier.